So remember how he was like, I'm gonna build artillery. Yeah, that did not work. Go figure. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot170 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 2v2 on Eindhoven country with, we got Dolls and Sambus versing IOU and Little Koosh. If you want to submit a replay, you can do so via greyshotproductions@gmail.com, or you can actually send it to my Discord. If you are a member of my Discord, which actually I believe you can get on Fan Fridays anytime, and as well become a member, patron supporter, or Twitch sub member. Either way. Otherwise, it's probably not going to do much good. But otherwise, you can submit it there as well. But in any case, we have an American, a British, and two, OKW players. And we'll see how things go. Dolls, I'm very glad this isn't balls. Very, very happy. I can't do with the innuendo this episode. Although, I'm just happy I'm not having to deal with a Soviet player, honestly, after the string of, well, let's just say, not great IS-2 games that have lived up to their potential. But in any case, American player is going in from mid. By the way, I'll tell who submitted this replay at the end of the video. But again, thank you to everyone who does submit those replays, play of the weeks, and everything, or give ideas for my other series. But in any case, Rifleman opening fire on Sturms. Sturms only returning fire with 2 men. The other 2 are looking backwards. Volk squad's coming in. No cover for the Rifleman again, which is weird because honestly, again, you can get to cover in the bush and use that to help you out. And it may not be great, but it's something. This might not be as great because the cover he might be using may not be perfect because it may not be, these guys may be firing straight through, which will remove the cover bonus. So you have to kind of keep it angled. Otherwise, it's not going to really work. IOU went raw artillery, while Little Koosh went airborne, so better infantry and anti-armor versus artillery focus, and a little bit of support. Rifleman focusing in mid, while the Brit is on the right-hand side, trying to get that territory. British infantry just was in cover, but now falling back. The MG, I'm assuming it's moving on up. Oh, it's moving to the I hate this so much. Move to the corner of the map and just camp. Now, the good news is you can get around this with a simple use of a smoke, or you go around behind their lines. Either way, it will be a little tedious to do, but entirely possible. What he's counting on is just someone clicking it and just going straight there. So, any case, yep. Pathfinders are moving into the middle. Again, OKW, sending Volk squads all on the, trying to cover. Luckily, Dolls is just able to capture all this territory on the left. There's really no resistance. This map is very large, and the nice thing about that is it allows a lot of infantry to move many different ways to flank and get around the enemy. So right now, resource-wise, it's more focusing on the OKW and the munitions, but fuel for the allies, but just barely. And with this point being captured, it's now going to be pretty even with the munitions tied up for both sides. So there we go. Population-wise, it's still really even, though siding a little bit more, it looks like, with the Axis. But we'll see how things play out as they knock out this British force and Pathfinders are pushed back by, well, Volk squad, Sterns, and everything else coming on in. We have Sambus going first from Doctrine, so a lot of fire, anti-infantry focus, and then we have Overwatch, which is some possible meme material, we shall see. Good Jaeger squads and artillery, plus a good airstrike. So overall, I really like this doctrine because there's a lot of different, there's a lot of focuses that help out a lot of different areas. Maybe not uniform, but it's really, really good. A lot of, although very munition heavy, I would say. Any case, Volk squad pushing on right while the British forces fall back. It's weird how he just didn't fall back to the, you know, the heavy cover to light him up, but whatever. Again, munitions now going to the Axis. That can be a big blunder if they get it. Volk squad's continuing their assault, not capturing the territory, but the allies are still trying to give it the best shot they have. Riflemen are engaging the Volk squads, not in cover though, so neither of them. I mean, there's a lot of fire on the cover, so it's kind of reasonable, but I think it would be better if you did get behind some cover of some type. Anyway, forces are opening fire. Again, behind the cover, not necessarily great. We do have a Boffer going down here, so that would pretty much lock down this territory for the most part. He could still kind of hug this right-hand side and sneak around if he wanted to. But again, if they try to go for the point, the Boffer should easily kill it. So a flank would only be good for like maybe throwing something at it. Maybe. Like over here you could throw it if you got close enough. But that would be your best shot with incendiary grenade. Anyway, we got British infantry pushing on up. Pathfinders pushed back. So actually, it's funny because the Jäger light infantry squads, when upgraded, oh boy, God, yeah, I feel like it's when the Pathfinders and Jäger squads got upgraded, it was like them butting heads. Now I think the Jäger squads they're still very good. They're probably better than normal Pathfinders, but then you have the Pathfinders with IRs, and I personally like them more because again, they call in a airstrike of high potential of, well, to annoy and destroy the enemy. Meanwhile, we have IOU pushing on right. Oh god, Volk squads being pushed back. Actually could die. That's a bad. Why would you throw an incendiary? It's not going to kill them. It's slow damage, and he's just going to walk out of the way. Dumb move there. Volk squad's coming in, but alas, I'm assuming he's just going to line up the defense along the cover and just open fire at him from distance, or just keep walking forward, or stand in the fire. He's standing in the fire. Great job there. Volk squad trying to jump the fence and get around. Too close, though. He's literally still in direct sight and gets mowed down by the Vickers. Jesus Christ. That bush literally was the end of that Volk squad. Meanwhile, we have squads all around here. Volk squads trying to hold that cover. Nice thing with the Overwatch thing is the fact that it is free recon. They are going to be changing that to, how do I put this in the nice way possible? So you have to plant it in the future. I don't know when the update's coming, by the way, but hopefully it does come soon. Will be very cool. And I will try to keep myself ahead of content-wise, so that way I have plenty of replays before that happens. We shall see. Anyway, British forces opening fire on the Volk squad. Another incendiary. A lot of incendiaries going out, but that one they're just going to walk through. Riflemen may walk through the fire, which, sure. Anyway, IOU's taking that point, kind of locking down the remaining territory. We'll see how things go. Also, as my random thing to talk about in usually these replays, been watching Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. Already better than 13 Reasons Why Season 3. Maybe not acting-wise, as I feel like at least that show does still have some pretty good actors, but that being said, the writing is pretty trash. That show is pretty fucked up, I will say, easily. Age of Resistance, oh god, if a kid saw this, I could easily see them freaking out. And again, it's not necessarily showing too much, although it does show quite a bit. It's more implied that really gets you. It's like a kid's version of Game of Thrones, but it's still really, really good. Vickers, anyway, mowing down the MG34 very easily because it's MG34. Just doesn't have the damage to really stack up to this, and it wasn't behind good cover, so this thing was behind the best cover, so it was able to hold even though it's very low on health. Stern Pioneer might be charging, but that Vickers will suppress them. Now, he does have MP40s, and this could be good because, again, you get the smoke. That's very, very good. Because, again, you can drop the smoke and try to get around, well, that's any MG or anything in your way. Now, luckily, it looks like the Allies have managed to retake mid, which is very good. Pathfinders, by the way, up to 6 kills. The Jäger squad up to 10 kills. Hot damn. He's getting 2 of them or counterattacking. He doesn't really have a medical base. For them, they need actually to get this medical base and make a retreat point, which he's not going to be able to do just yet because, well, you need another building for that, and he's yet to build it, which I'm assuming he will do that soon. This is actually a pretty good spot. Guards this point, a little bit of here, and guards the right, so honestly, not too shabby. Anyway, Vigorous machine gun opening fire, just trying to hold this hill. Volk squad's moving on in, trying to help hold this sector. Volk squad's moving on in and pushing down the hill. Alright, very good job. At least the Germans were able to hold on to this sector, and now they're healing up their remaining troops. I see the Allies trying to push forward in an effort to push the Axis out of the sector, maybe cut off their resources by here, but it's just not going to work. Although it would be better if they got behind heavy cover. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to be at a negative cover and not going to go that great. Pathfinders, though, did mow them down. I don't know why these Jäger squads are just chilling back, but it would be a lot better if they actually moved up some support. Utility car moved on up, and that thing does a lot of damage versus infantry. And now it looks like they're pushing back the Germans. Germans does have an MG here that could provide some substantial fire over time. Now, if this thing does have armored plates, which it does, the armored skirts, my apologies, it does increase durability, which makes it a little bit harder to kill. Not immensely, but it's still a tough nut to crack. Now, anyway, unfortunately, it doesn't have a long-range AT weapon, and I don't think he wants to place this with such a serious threat very close by, though he could. He absolutely could. British are pushing on this sector, easily pushing back the MG, although the medical is now going to face artillery fire, so not exactly a great spot in order to hold. Good job with the British, by the way, for getting the extra man squads, so that way they can increase their damage and try to hold that sector. We have a Panzer headquarters over here. Good job holding the munitions under their control. Though it is in the middle of the map, so it does play in the possibility of being knocked out. Actually, it looks like the Allies are assaulting over here. Once again, I see a Raket Mortar just now being made. Sambus has an AT gun being made, and Dolls has nothing. He has no AT. Again, over time, that will do damage, and his best shot would be getting an MG upgrade with armor-piercing rounds to do damage against it, but right now it's so far away, and with that flank coming in, it's just not going to be as great. Now, he could do an AT grenade, but as we can see here, the Jaeger squads don't have that. So, these things have to keep fighting the infantry, while this thing now has to fight the, well, utility car. Are we not getting a Panzer? Are we really not Panzerfausting? Please, Panzerfaust. There we go. I think it was just a delay. Or like a, not misclick, but it just didn't want to go. Sometimes that happens in this game for whatever reason. You tell it to do something, it's like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Troops have a mind of their own. Artillery's opening fire in this sector. MG could be hit by a nice arty round. Nope, definitely kills the building, though. Again, luckily those troops are very good close range. Problem is he's fighting an MG and Pathfinders at long range, so not great. Good job, by the way, for the veterancy on some of these troops. Again, already Vet 3, so that thing is a hell of a fighter. Artillery, again, they're falling back toward the artillery, which is a big no-no, because, again, one round and, well, you could definitely say goodbye to those troops. Now, luckily, again, the MG is holding for now, but with his other Vickers moving up, and most likely using this building to open fire on this side, probably not great. Probably not great. Panzer headquarters being made. Again, very ballsy decision to put it right here, very close to the front, especially versus both allied players who have access to long-range weapons that can maybe knock it out, especially a guy with our love artillery. He hasn't really done that per se, but again, something you want to keep in mind. Meanwhile, allied forces retaking mid once again. It's been kind of back and forth. The allies are at least holding the victory points a little bit more often, which is allowing them to hold on to this territory. Meanwhile, Pathfinder's desperately trying to hold on to this point in order to take these resources, though other Pathfinders are coming down here. It's weird how they're in negative cover, but I don't know. I don't see how they're in negative cover. It looks all neutral, but they'll take damage because of it, so yeah, that thing's going to be mowed down. All right, now they're normal, and now they're in heavy by the fence, and now they're falling back. Okay. Panzer headquarters under fire from a concentration barrage, which allows the airburst shells and the normal artillery. And Lee has both bases unlocked, so we can see here that the artillery will open fire at full capacity. Now, luckily, these guns are pretty damn potent with their airburst shells and everything. But one thing to keep in mind is the fact that it's not exactly going to kill the base. It will just pepper the location pretty effectively. Now, what do we have coming in? We have, oh, that's right, we have an anti-air gun. Again, good idea against the Germans, because we know at least later down the line they will have an airplane of some type. So making sure it can be shot down is pretty important. Folk squads, though, retaking mid. Though British infantry giving it hell, and a decent grenade, but again, does a little more health than actually killing any models. Artillery plus some additional forces do damage against it, but alas, it still stands pretty damn firm. Does not kill it, unfortunately, for the Allies, but again, it is pretty damn weak, so it's a good barrage all in all. Anyway, Allied forces are trying to advance once again toward this point. If I was a Sturm, I would heal this thing immediately and send it back to heal this Panzer headquarters. Now, again, with IOU being able to bring in constant artillery, that could be an issue for him, simply because of the fact that if this artillery keeps lying down that sector, yeah, that's going to break him apart pretty easily. But if he can stop well, because he's far enough away from the points, I think it might be harder for him to get a direct recon hit. And I like it's guarding all 3 of these points. I'll give him credit there. But we'll see how things go with the constant artillery coming in. Because again, if the British player concentrates this, that'll be a lot of resources to put away. And he's getting quite a bit, but not that much. And again, good job with IOU putting a cache down. Unfortunately for the Germans, they cannot, so they rely heavily on map control in order to make up the difference. Either that or a commander, but as you can see, they don't have the commander for additional resources. Dals does have a lot of manpower, though. So he does have the Panzer, the medical, and now he's getting the mechanized building. So he's going for a king, I would assume. He's going for a heavy tank, which is horrifying for the Allies because, again, they don't exactly have a heavy tank of their own to easily deploy. It's and again, you could say, well, it's a King Tiger, an IS-2 or a Pershing isn't necessarily supposed to fight that. You're right. But we see our IOU deployed to Valentine, so obviously he's not going to be able to get like a Churchill or something out anytime soon. Because that's 50 fuel, so on top of that, that would be what? You add in another probably 6 to 8 minutes if to be nice, to be kind about getting one of those tanks. And then on the flip side, the Germans are, let's see, about 6 minutes away from getting their own. Actually, hold on. No, actually, yeah, it's about right. About 6 minutes away. Well, unless they get some wrecks and some additional territory, but this is more munitions. All right. So at bare minimum, the Allies would be able to get armor around the same time as the King would deploy. Okay, not too shabby. Sambus is most likely, wait, did he do the same thing? Sambus is doing the same thing as all 3 buildings out. So the OKW have firmly planted themselves. They're not going for, or at least I assume they're not going for a Panther anytime soon. And because you're deploying all 3, you're relying more likely on heavier armor. That could, again, this is just observation. That could be bad because, again, you have 2 guys that are not getting armor of any type, while the Allies are at least getting lighter armor variants to help out. So we'll see what happens. Valentine tank, by the way, going around. Good idea because this thing does have armor-piercing rounds. Now the capability for it. So that could be bad. Luckily, Sturm squads are healing the Panzer headquarters. So all that damage that artillery did is going to be for pretty much... I'm not going to say it's wasted, but it's not going to do what it needed. So honestly, the only thing you can say is keeping the Sturm Pioneers busy. Jaeger squads are on standby, just waiting. Again, and honestly, at longer range... Wait, is the Rifleman really outranging the Jaeger squads? Why are you shooting... Oh my god. That's weird that they're shooting and the Jaeger squads aren't. I figure, especially with G43 rifles, that they would be able to outrange it. But Riflemen are outranging them. Holy god. That's kind of funny. Nope, now they're not firing. Okay, whatever. Sure. Anyway... Big attack in mid. MG's moving on up. Armor-piercing rounds would be definitely suited for this engagement because you could activate it and easily knock out the half-track. And along with the Verkehrwerfer, smoke, though, being deployed, so that'll block its sight and allow the Allied forces to, well, stop it from being hit. However, if the Verkehrwerfer gets sight on that half-track could meet its maker. Although additional Allied reinforcements are coming in. Panzer headquarters opening fire to cut them off from the full flank. And Volk squads are stopping them as well. Expect them to be suppressed, take some damage. Volk squads will push them back. Verkehrwerfer is set up and able to hit both these guys. It doesn't mean it's as easy. Again, it can stand up to all the fire, but it's able to dish out some. A half-track and the Volk squad... I'm sorry, the Volk squad. Royal Engineers are laying down the line, but unfortunately just not enough damage done. And the Verkehrwerfer might be able to get a kill. Nope, retreats. And both light vehicles are pulled back. Meanwhile, we can see here the British are holding this sector. Though, again, I don't think they're going to be able to advance very easily because of the defenses here, the infantry. Meanwhile, the Jaeger squads were pushed back out of the left because of a 50 cal machine gun. We also have a Sherman being deployed. So Sherman is now in mid. We have a full Allied assault in here. We have Shermans, half-tracks, you name it, all hitting the German line. Will they be able to take it? The Germans have a lot of defenses. And they can't flank a hard left. That's not likely to happen because of the Panzer headquarters. Now, luckily, they can just keep outranging the Germans because the Germans don't have long-range fire, at least this player. so they can just keep using their long-range riflemen, pathfinders, even their tanks to just keep hitting them. Sure, they have AT, but they don't have a lot of AT, so they'll do damage, but there's a possibility that the Americans will still be able to out-DPS that Verkenwerfer. It's close, and I think he actually has, hold on. Yeah, he doesn't have explosive rounds, which is why he's not out-DPSing. If he did, he could one-shot that Verkenwerfer. Now, luckily, the Verkenwerfer is here, and again, is able to heal itself, and it is at Vet 2, so that does make it a bit more of a hassle. We do have Dallas putting artillery. This is a bit far forward for my liking, because I don't know how, like, again, it'll hold mid, but you figure you want to kind of have it a little farther back, because look at the range. It can shoot all the way outside the map. Like, it goes pretty damn far. Okay, it's like right on the edge there. They could literally have it start hitting the enemy base from its position. Now, again, what they're doing right now is they're having it hit mid, which is smart because all the allied forces are right there and preparing for a massive assault. And luckily, this thing is just easily taking kills left and right. Verkenwerfer advanced, but the Sturm Pioneer Squad and Verkenwerfer pushed that thing back with ease. Oh my god, I'm sorry, double Verkenwerfer's right there. The allied assault is breaking apart. Oh my god, Lo Kush took heavy casualties along with the Brits right now. Pulling on back with the Valentine tank, taking some major damage. Damn, that was a good place for artillery. It definitely worked. Unfortunately, now we do have counter artillery going into effect. And by counter, I don't mean actually the counter barrage. I mean just you can see the base artillery opening fire. Now, these two are very close together, which could be a problem if, let's say, oh, I don't know, a Sexton were to open fire on this. Now, luckily, again, the artillery is saying this area, I would assume, yes. So that would be something to worry about. If they stay in that area, there's a chance for a nice arty shot, just like that, to hit and just knock out quite a number of models. Oh, as that happens, it gets decrewed. Again, from a Sexton. We have a Sexton on the field, which is returning fire back to the artillery piece. So at least, and again, they're going to hit this entire area. So the Sturm Pioneer Squad healing the base, going to be more affected. The artillery, going to be in the line of fire. The units that want to heal, guess what? You have a chance of being hit with a good arty shot. So may not be the best idea to stay there for long. Meanwhile, the Sturm Pioneers are taking heavy damage and need to pull back before they get wiped. German forces are taking back mid, but the A half-track is still there. Verkenwerfers are moving into position. Utility car is trying to help out, but we can see here double Verkenwerfer strike on it if they have sight, which they currently do not. Population-wise and resource-wise, the Germans still have a bit more, but they're not doing too bad. Although, Verkenwerfers, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're advancing pretty far out, but again, sustained fire from multiple directions are easily going to push that back. Might actually kill it. Very close. Nope. They actually escape. He gets away. Volk Squad's trying to cover them. And we still have the MG. Though it's decrewed, so no longer has the veterancy to do armor-piercing rounds. Decreasing its potential to literally just light up the entire allied force right there. Volk Squad's trying desperately to hold him. We do have a 4-man squad, so very good there. Artillery is returning fire. I'm assuming hitting the mortar pit, which actually pretty nicely put. Again, I can see why he did that, to open fire against this, or at least target it at farther ranges, and help guard mid, of course. MG barely holding the line, but needs to pull back immediately. Smoke is covering, though, and he might be able to escape. It's going to be close. Artillery was recrewed and opening fire. Again, hitting this entire area, including the utility car. But there's nothing oh, nope. Penzai quarters. Barely getting those paratroopers and stopping him. Ooh, good shot killing the Sturms. And artillery is returning fire, hitting that area. Concentration barrage specifically. Just annihilating the artillery. Damn, German artillery just being knocked out all over the place. And that's a lot of losses for Dawes. Though, again, he still has a lot of fuel. So I expect I could see a double king counterattacking. Though we have a Jackson being deployed, utility car still holding, getting some nice shots on those forces on the left-hand side. We have an airstrike, though, coming in. This airstrike is very, very good at hitting armor. Utility car is most likely in the line of sight, though with the anti-air gun, that will help start shooting down planes. Oh god, that one went down. Again, with this airstrike, we do have a lot of planes in the air. Hot damn. So we can see a lot of planes crashing, which is good and bad. Because again, unfortunately, if a plane crashes in the wrong area, then yeah, things can definitely go very badly. Very badly indeed. But we'll see how things go. Honestly, it looks like the anti-air worked. All the planes were shot down across the map. No additional planes are coming in. So while he did call that in and it did a little damage, that anti-air gun shot down quite a number. Shot at least 2 planes. Hold on. Where'd the rest go? Wait, no, there were definitely 3 planes that crashed because there was the 2 in the back and there was the 1 over here. So maybe something else assisted? Oh, the Beaufort maybe. No, Beaufort didn't do it. I don't know what did. Hot damn. Okay. Any case, Germans all grouped up in a great place for one arty strike to just come down and, well, snap them away. Artillery's returning fire with the medical base gone along with the 2 other artillery pieces. So yeah, Dahl's, I don't know what his plan is. We do have a King Tiger. They're hitting the mechanized building. I guess they're just trying to remove it. A half-track just mowing him down. Oh, great grenade right there. Does, I believe, get a squad wipe. And, yeah, but Sambis is not entirely out of the woods yet. He is bringing some heavy armor into the field. Now, the Allied players aren't done. They still, wow, he has 1, 2, 3 goddamn artillery pieces. So, yeah, he's going to hit this entire sector, plus hit guys on the retreat on us. King Tiger, though, has nothing to stop him except for 1 Jackson. Which, I guess you can see, did not as much as you might think. We do have an AA strike coming in, so they will need to provide some planes. Otherwise, the Panzer IV. Oh god, here they come. Strikes are coming in. Panzer IV is being hit and pushed back. Now, we do know the artillery was hitting this sector, so it's fair to assume that the artillery will return fire, especially because of the fact we know the King Tiger was pushed back. But again, that was a lot of resources diverted by... Oh, no, actually, look, Kush has a lot of tons saved up, so actually that wasn't anything. But he is outside the range. Artillery, though, returning fire, because, again, they can see the little mounted machine gun open fire on the planes, which reveals it. He's also doing some, as we can see... Oh, wait, did the plane crash? Aw, damn it. I was hoping it crashed into a Sexton. That'd be amazing. Was a guy on Kotu.org, like, released something where he's like, he literally lost, like, so many units over the course of, like, 3 games to plane crashes. It was hilarious. Any case, it looks like we have artillery in the back, which, again, I don't think is a good idea. Because we know the Allies have a ton of artillery they're using to attack the enemy with, I think this could be a bad idea to build artillery. Honestly, what I would do is build a fast attack, like a Panther, and just come in from the flank. Like, honestly, you have the resources for it, dolls. I'm very surprised you're just focusing on this artillery. I really am. Honestly, you have enough where you could get a Panther and just charge him down. But if you want to do an arty war, by God, this British player is more inclined to win it. Volk squad, yeah, in a situation where it's very likely it's going to die. Valentine tank trying to help out mid. Remember, it does have a concentration section barrage, which is, sorry, a concentrated Sexton barrage, if I can speak, which can be very potent. We did have a Suka barrage come in, but didn't kill the unit. Unit paratroopers barely alive. We do have a dead MG-34 and for Kenwerfer. So, Sambis is definitely losing quite a bit. Honestly, this thing is barely alive. I would get the hell out of here because I think these men are dying more than repairing. He's going to need a Stern Pioneer squad to heal. Yeah, so that big... Honestly, the King could also come over here. It is a heal point. You can do that. We do have a artillery piece that looks like managed to do some damage versus these guys. Not a lot, and I'm assuming these guys will return fire in that area. Plus, we can see here the smoke going across the map. Not smoke, sorry. The flares. So he can see all of this. All the points in the front line he can see. So they can return fire. Now, luckily, these things are a little bit, like, hidden. So the tree might take a round or two, but it's not going to stop all of them. Now, enough artillery fire in this sector, and yeah, it can do quite a bit of damage. Hell, maybe even hurt Jackson quite a bit. But we'll see. We shall see. Artillery is returning fire. Actually, very close to killing that HQ building. Damn, they just can't get a hit. Meanwhile, there's 3 artillery pieces returning fire. So we do have an arty war at hand. Mechanized building taking heavy fire. Dude, I would ask Dolls to come help heal your King Tiger because that thing has not been healed. And it's not healing because they killed the men at this building. So fun fact, if you kill the men at the building, it's not going to heal. You have to wait a little bit before you get new men, I believe. But they will come back. Valentine tank on standby. Artillery, once again, doing a lot of fire, but not killing anything. Oh, speak of the devil. Never mind. As soon as you say, will not do something, the game's like, well, screw you. I'm going to make sure this shell hits something. And sure enough, little Koosh lost that man on the retreat. New building going down. Again, I'm assuming this is a retreat one and this is a medical one. But it's funny because his base is right here. So it's not that far, but whatever. I mean, it's definitely going to block vehicles. So if Dolls builds another... Okay, he built a King Tiger. This is the one time I might say, yeah, maybe not the best to go King. I would maybe go with a Panther. Because then you could use the Panther to swing around and try to, you know, fast attack this stuff. He does have riflemen, so you do have to worry about an AT grenade. But honestly, it's not as severe as like a conscript squad. Artillery is hitting this Sexton. Might be able to kill it if it gets lucky. At the very least, this mortar pit is probably going to be its maker. German forces coming back into mid. This guy's still there, and finally the men came back to heal. Sextons are lying in wait, healing on the left-hand side. Artillery slowly killing the mortar pit. King Tiger advancing, though we have another airstrike inbound. Getting some nice shots. King Tiger did take as many hits that time. Verkenwerfer remanned. Mortar pit's gone. Retreating the Verkenwerfer back. Double Verkenwerfer, though, advancing. This could be bad if it gets a double hit on this, plus a Panzerfaust, which I think this still has. Yes, it does. Good hits across the board. Jackson's trying to hit the Verkenwerfer, but it's a tank destroyer, so it's not doing all that much. Artillery returning fire against their artillery pieces, and one's dead, and the other's dead. So remember how he was like, I'm going to build artillery. Yeah, that did not work. Go figure. Sextons are really hard to kill. I mean, if you can kill them with artillery, great, but it's unlikely you will. Just because of the fact that they can reposition themselves outside the field and then return fire with a great volley of force. Up, here comes the Stuka barrage. Hitting mid. He's being very lucky he's not hit. And he survives this. Though, again, Dolls does have a lot of good units. And Samba's, well, he has a lot of AT. But if they group up and tag team with tank destroyers, with the King Tigers plus all the Verkenwerfers, they could crush a lot of these forces. This is the biggest threat right now to him. King Tiger is coming around the flank. Jackson missing. Bounce shot. King Tiger moving on in along with the Volk squads. Verkenwerfers are not in play though, so that would be the time. But the King Tiger is popping out of the force right behind the Jackson. If it focuses on it, it can easily kill it. Other one is currently under fire, but Valentine coming in with the flanking maneuver. Double Panzerfaust though. Hurts that one. 2 men flying. We have another airstrike coming in. Jackson. Oh my god, why did you turn? Why did you turn? Jackson though, under fire from the other King. Horrifying. Verkenwerfers all in a line, but whatever reason not hitting this. Though they get up and position themselves right as it comes into play. Damn, that Valentine was lucky. King Tiger though could just fall back to heal. Does need to, oh god, tree under fire. Jesus Christ, that tree tried to take the shot. Artillery most likely going to knock out the Panzer headquarters, which if it knocks it out, that goes his chance to get a Panther. It's not like he has the fuel for it, but because he's been laying down so much artillery, he literally has no fuel. But it doesn't help him either. I mean, wow, okay, here we go. Paratroopers coming on in to light this area up. IOU has, once again, he has a 17 pounder going into effect, but that's a little farther back. I guess the idea would be to protect the all of these artillery pieces. But again, a flank this way could be huge. Utility car, best... Honestly, I would put down some mines to stop a flank from the left. But anyway, a fight for mid, it's not going to help. King Tiger, although focusing on armor, so it's not going to fire its main gun, which is weird because you want it to focus the main gun, is falling back. So damn, that coordinate King charge did do a lot to the allies. Again, the airstrikes didn't help. But if we look at the American player, if they knock out this anti-air gun, they could gain supremacy in the skies and then use their planes to just annihilate all of these. Like, literally anything that's armor will be attacked. So if they coordinate, they could do... Oh, that's exactly what he's doing. Dallas is coming in. But we'll see if that airstrike is enough. Again, they need recon. Oh, one is at least dead. Okay, they got one. Plus they'll hit everything else in the sector. Utility car still guarding the 50 cal. Oh, it's utility car that's helping shoot them down and making them crash. Which that one crashed back here, not really hitting anything. That one crashed in the back. No wonder it's Vet 3. It's literally shooting down planes. Shot 8's killed 2 planes so far this game. This thing has killed 5 planes. Not enough bad. Any case, Verkenwerfer is still lying in wait. He needs to hold his front line a little better, honestly. And to be fair, I think Samba's an easy thing to do would get a Panther. Like, again, we have double Jacksons. Don't get me wrong. That is a threat. But if you can focus your Verkenwerfers, you can literally one-shot almost a Jackson. Yeah. Theoretically, you could with a King Tiger providing support. But, yeah, 3 Verkenwerfers coming in on a sneak attack could be very, very beneficial. Also, again, I don't see why you guys don't push here. Like, send the King, easily kill it, and take this position. That way you're not fighting and wasting men in mid against an enemy that loves to artillery. Let me guess. Dallas built artillery. Oh boy, he built artillery, and oh boy, it's dying already. What a shock. King is coming on the flank. Valentine using its speed to get around it. Jackson's moving on in. Artillery's returning fire. 70 pounders literally firing. I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. He has no airstrike. He might kill a Jackson. Might. Probably not. It's dying too quick. Missed the shot. Definitely won't. I have no idea what this guy was doing. He charged deep in enemy territory with no airstrike or infantry cover and expected to win. Meanwhile, this guy's just sitting back and just like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to this point. Though, weirdly enough, again, he doesn't push right. I don't understand. Nor does he get a Panther. Oh, now he's getting a Panther. Okay, so Sambas has the brains. Dolls has an idea, I would assume. Sure, why not? He has the idea that he's going to do well. Sadly, he's not. That's not going to happen. Folk Squad's just kind of chilling. Holding that point. Now, at least resource-wise... Well, the Germans aren't that far behind. They're equal in fuel, but munition-wise, the Allies are doing better. But the Allies are doing better because they can put down caches. Germans can't. Although mass Panzerfaust hitting the Valentine. If the Verkenwerfers are up, they could capitalize on it, but they are not. Artillery is currently hitting the enemy artillery and killed a Sturm Pioneer squad, I assume. Or at least squad there. So yeah, this artillery is dead, and he's building more artillery. Jesus Christ, stop building artillery. You will not win. Now, luckily, the artillery is doing a lot to the 17 pounder. I will not deny that. I will absolutely not. But, unfortunately, the biggest issue is not the 17 pounder right now. It's this artillery that's killing him. And unfortunately, these guys haven't used a direct strike, and only one of these airstrikes have actually killed one. Meanwhile, smoke is going down for the, I'm assuming, for the allies able to push in mid. Sextons are repositioning. Very smart, because again, that way the Axis can't just target the area they were at with an airstrike or direct strike. Panthers coming in. I swear to God, why are you pushing that way? There's a 17 pounder right there. It's literally going to kill you if you stay and fight. Also, rear armor shot inbound. There it goes. It's a nice shot, and he's forced to retreat. Jackson could chase, but I think that would be a bad move. Verkenwerfers are right nearby. He pushes in too far. He gets engaged. Look at the Allies. May not be going in for the deep strikes. But they're holding what they need to. They have more resources right now because they're focusing on caches. And for the most part, they're holding everything they need to. Concentration barrage coming in, pushing back the king. Meanwhile, again, even though the Verkauers are over here, they can't do anything against the British infantry. Meanwhile, Volk squad's coming in. Friendly fire, though, coming in, actually hitting the Rome British squad. So good job there. Anyway, Volk squad trying to charge to push back the riflemen. We'll see how well that goes. Jackson being flanked by the Panzerite quarters. Also, he's building this right next to here. Stop it. Separate it. Because otherwise artillery will just hit both. Anyway, they realize we have no AT, so that's not going to work. I don't know why you don't get a Verkenwerfer, but okay. Or I have no idea why you don't get a Goliath or something. Like, sneak it behind enemy lines. I don't know. Utility car is still holding this flank. Again, I would hit this with armor. That's me. Meanwhile, the armor's being healed. The problem is, Samus has a lot of brute force, but he doesn't have the... He's not using it as effectively as I would want him to. He's not the tactical genius that I don't know that I would want. Like, he has the units, it's just using them effectively is the key. And right now it seems like the allies are doing it pretty damn well. Now we have airborne coming in somewhere. I don't know where they're coming in. Oh, okay. They dropped on their side. Smart. Artillery still holding this position, but Dahl's troops are barely alive, and he's not healing them. So, yeah, don't expect these things to last long. I would say that put him next to a medical, but we saw what happened last time. Meanwhile, Lokush has 1, 2, 3 Jacksons all literally scattered across. So any armor that pushes is going to be quickly met with, how do I put this nicely? Yeah, with a nice barrage and die. Any case, just a line of 8 tank destroyers just hitting him. Not going to go well. Anyway, there's enough things here. I like how the light armor, by the way, has been surviving this entire game. Nice job with the Panzerfaust hitting that position. You know, Jacksons are there, just holding the line. Artillery lining this position up, and actually doing a pretty damn good job knocking out that, Sexton's knocking out the artillery. The other artillery is also dead, so every time the artillery's like, yeah, we're doing good, boom, just crushed. Again, he has 1, 2, 3 artillery pieces. This guy's pushing right, thank fuck, because now we can actually hit the Boffer and push somewhere else. Literally have Dolls hold mid, or attempt to, and hold his side. Oh, you guys push right and take that. And that way, you separate them. And that way, Lokush can't guard IOU. And the smart move would be to force him to move everything one way, and then have the other guy come in through the flank and knock out this shit. The problem is that we all know Dolls wastes so much fuel on that, he doesn't have the resources. But the good news is that if, I was going to say, a certain airstrike were to called in, it could do a lot of damage versing him. But Dolls isn't calling that in for some stupid reason. King Tiger showing its rear, again, bad idea. Panther as well. These guys could Panzerfaust, which could be an issue. Oh my god. I love Dolls, help your ally out. That was decrewed, and then got hit by the airstrike and killed. Oh my god. Dolls literally could help out his ally right now. But he's not doing... Oh, Sambus has to call it a direct strike. That actually, he might retreat into that, honestly. He's stopping over it. Hot damn, that almost killed his men. He's very, very lucky. Panther made it out alive. But it's dumb because the sector assault could have been called in to help murder that. Also, why, again, this is just me, why would you move that armor without moving 1 or 2 Verkanwerfers to come cover? Like, they're not doing anything here. At least helping them guard your flank would have been a smarter move. At least he's getting Sturms to help get him healed, but he doesn't have... Well, instead of getting that, he could probably get another King Tiger out quicker. And then heal via the mechanized base, like, around the corner. I don't know. That's just me. Now he moves for Kenmurfer. Like, there's no coordination with these teammates. They have abilities that can help each other, and they can do stuff, but there's nothing. Again. And also, fire. Great. He's a little bit toasty. If he stays there, that's his own damn fault. or he's doing it just to middle finger you. But whatever the case may be, artillery just raining fire on your troops, which are... Oh, wow, the castle took a shot or two. Yeah, they're just hitting this entire sector. Now, luckily, they are putting the ticking time clock on the Allies. Problem is, their army is significantly smaller than the Allies. The Allies are in the, what, upper 70s easy, while the Axis are in the low 60s, best case scenario. Again, I have no idea why you keep charging these men here. Dolls, help me out. Why are you charging men against something that literally can't hurt this? You need like some more substantial units. And how the fuck did you get the utility car? That was a Vet 3 utility car, dolls. I'm assuming you... Wait, hold on. Huh. I love these airborne. Their Thompsons are so powerful. It's hurting the unit that has armored skirts. You can literally shoot this thing to death. Okay. Whatever. At least it's holding the line. Or helping to hold. Meanwhile, Volk squads are barely holding this sector. MG's kind of blocking the area off again because they like to do that. Volk squad's just going to open fire. Hopefully kill these British infantry while they're out of cover. And uphold the line. This thing needs healed. Luckily, he can send troops to heal it. Both men are forced to retreat. If they stayed there a little bit longer, they could have killed that Volk squad. Meanwhile, again, we have the A half-track and the Jackson moving on left. This guy has no... I just realized he has no AT. He has no substantial AT whatsoever. And he has so much manpower, I do not understand his goal. He can get for cannon morphers. I swear to God, if he's going to build... If he builds 4 artillery pieces, I see this in his possible future. He builds 4 artillery pieces all next to each other in a hidden corner, and then has them all open fire at a massive volley. Like, I could see that. IOU currently has, like, just 3 of these things. Panther advancing without the cannon morphers to support him. Cannon morphers are on the upside. Like, again, you have the resources. Use them. Like, I don't understand why you guys won't coordinate. Oh, again, use it when you have something to help. These Jacksons will kill this base long before these things come in. And again, the anti-air is still a problem. They're just going to be shot down. These things are opening fire at the medical base, hurting these. Like, again, I do not understand. I honestly don't. It's frustrating. Now, they're barely within sight, so technically, you could see an AC strafe against this. It's not going to. Now they're outside. Plane crash over here. And plane crash over here, right? Nope. Nope, it did crash just outside the map. Again, right now, the best chance the Axis have is holding the flanks. But the Allies have, once again, a bigger army, and they're only getting larger while the Axis keep getting smaller. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. Luckily, they do have the munition points, or they did, so that helped, again, gain more resources for airstrikes. I swear, if I just saw that, he has 4. This guy has 4 artillery pieces all lined up. And I don't blame him, it's working. These... what? Why do you have this here, in a hidden corner of the map? All you're going to do is provoke these guys to all turn right to just open fire on your position. It's dumb. You're being so dumb with how you use this stuff. You have the means to win this game. You had 2 King Tigers against 2 Jacksons and a bunch of cannon morphers, and you somehow lost that fight. You don't get anti-air because for some reason you gotta. All right, this guy has a king, so he has something, and this guy. Okay. I pray to God that they have gotten these 2 King Tigers in an effort to turn the tide, and they're coordinating. I hope they are, but they need to deal something with the planes, which again, luckily Kush can't call in for another 3 minutes. They have 3 minutes to call it in. They need to move the Kenwerfers, which is a perfect counter to an army of Jacksons, over to assist. Oh my god. Anyway, King Tiger moving in to engage. Luckily, the other Jacksons, King Tiger moving in, killing it. Oh, missing it. Oh, they need to kill it now before the other one starts to engage. Yeah, otherwise that will start happening. That's dead. If they each focus on one, they can kill it. Plus Volk Squad's Panzerfausting. This is their opportunity to help turn the tide. Nope. Don't engage. You need to engage. Kill one. Kill one. Kill one. Kill one. No, let's shoot the one that's barely alive. That makes sense. Hey, you know what? You calling that airstrike? Well, of course they didn't call it an airstrike. Why are you charging with no gun? Also, reminder, they have a 17-pounder, so don't charge too far. At least the Kings killed a Jackson. I'm happy. But that being said, Lil Kush can easily get a new Jackson. So it's really not that big of a deal for him. Oh, boy. Okay, so they're falling back to the heel point, which I wonder if all those artillery pieces that are about to open fire on something maybe have a clue. This thing, by the way, has 47 kills. Jesus Christ. Again, why you don't send your men to capture this territory is beyond me. You're just literally letting them take it. You can do you have this game? Why am I getting so many games that make me frustrating? Oh my god. It's just my luck. It's just my goddamn luck. Like, you have... Alright, now you're taking mid. Alright, fine. Bare minimum. Also, do not engage mid, because I'm like, oh, you can charge. Well, no, there's all the Jacksons right there. Sexton's opening fire on mid to try to stop them. Not a bad idea. Again, allies, by the way, taking back some resources. Good for them, because they have more men. Makes more sense. Even though the Germans have men here that they can easily take these 2 points with and get more resources, but fuck that. That would be a smart plan. Or the Axis, so we're going to have all the Kenwerfers that would help against the Jacksons hiding in the back, where Jacksons would have no reason to charge against that. Artillery opening fire. They do an AT grenade from the Royal Engineer. Luckily, Stuka Bomb Strike comes in. Airstrike coming in, though. That could help against the Jacksons. The other King Tiger is just chilling. He could use a little bit of help, but it's fine. Along with this... Oh, good. There we go. One Jackson's dead. What about the other one? Stern Pioneer Squad saying, fuck it. We could not engage. We'll stay back. Now, he's probably going to give chase, but we all know there's another Jackson that'll be coming around the corner soon. And, again, AT grenade plus all the Sextons can open fire on one position. Yeah, this guy has the fuel, but not the manpower. He's charging. 17-pounder, reposition. He's repositioning. All the artillery pieces falling back. Airstrike's being called on this because he just got the resources for it. 70-pounder hanging from behind. What about our own airstrike? Well, he's out of range, so it's not going to do anything. Plus, he shot down all our planes. It's so dumb. This game is utterly ridiculous, and how dumb this is. The Allies are playing better, but they're not playing great. Like, the fact IOU is able to have all 4 of these artillery pieces alive is ridiculous. Like, why aren't you moving these for Kenwerfers up on a flank? You could literally, if you want to, come right here, fire a volley and kill one of them. Possibly 2 before the Allies even realize it. And besides, why don't you take this territory? Or even better yet, hide them, move up while they think it's their territory and blast them. Like, Jesus Christ, they're hitting the base right now because they're like, fuck it, these guys are morons. And I don't blame them. Dawes is 1,300 manpower, and he built another artillery piece. Hey, dude, you're losing the RD war. Stop it. You have a better chance now with us sneaking up on them with a Goliath than doing anything reasonable with that. But no, let's guard this point, and Sambus will say, look, I have 1 point. I don't understand why you suck so much. Anyway, recon squads are trying to hold, but we have British artillery about to come in. Medical's been annihilated, so they're not going to retreat there. MG's retreating without giving a proper fight. Again, they could have probably held out a little bit longer. Axis forces finally realizing they can take this area. We're probably going to see another King Tiger, I would assume. That'll be the third King Tiger of this game. But, as we can see, we have another Jackson. We have 3 Jacksons. And he has all of his additional AT, which, by the way, can, again, they're probably going to hit this area just because of the MG right there. It's ridiculous. I'm so angry. It's dumb. It's really ridiculous that the fact that we've been holding that. Jackson's engaging because once again they realize there's nothing stopping them. What's stopping them? Recon just showed there's no AT. This guy refuses to bring up for okay, now he's game for Canmorphers in the base, but whatever. Yeah, and this king is literally fighting 3 Jacksons to 1. There's an artillery piece in his Storm Pioneer squad, but fuck it, we're gonna keep this guy back and not really do anything. King Tiger again, just being annihilated 3 to 1. Main gun's gone. GG. Complete waste. But don't worry, guys. The Vercanmorphers are coming over now. Are they? Because they? Nope, they were under fire. Okay. They actually got hit on the way out because of the artillery piece on the retreat path. Wonderful. Artillery's trying to hit them, but again, they're all just scattered. And yeah, this game's done. I'm done. The Germans could have won this game very easily, and the Allies did well. Like again, again, good job with the Jacksons focusing. Oh look, the Vercanmorphers easily. They have an army of Vercanmorphers now charging. This is what this game has become. Retreat, but the Thompsons will murder you on the retreat. Oh look, look how easy that was. Look how easy that was to charge 2 Vercanmorphers literally up the fucking front to hurt these guys. Imagine what would happen if you had a King Tiger backing you up. Oh my god. This was freaking trash. Sambus and Dowles, you guys both suck. Dawes, why do you keep building artillery? Sambus, why didn't you have your Canmorphers back you up? But I'm like, Sambus, you did a little more than Dawes. Dawes, I know it's like, oh, he got more damage to kills, but that was probably from his artillery, which died and cost him so much. Yeah, 7 produced and they all died horribly. Like, goddamn. Sambus, I'm assuming you're king. Nope, both squads did very well. The King Tigers, you lost 4 of them. Congrats. These artillery pieces were... They were fine, but they were fine because the enemy was dumb and didn't target them. Lokush, again, same thing. You did fine. You did very well. But honestly, like I said, I'm just mad. I'm just very mad at this game for just how dumb oh my god. Thompson's did well holding mid, and again, it was fine. But the more this game dragged on, the more it just is like, come on, Germans, do something. But no, they didn't. They did something. They did a bunch of stuff that was very dumb, and that cost them the game. But in any case, that's going to be it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Send me some good replays, please, so I can highlight and not yell at these dumb idiots. I mean, I owe you and Lokush. By the way, thank you, Lokush, for submitting this replay. Maybe not. But yeah, this is just a game that shows how incompetent you can be against artillery. And yes, it's bad. And yeah, the 70-pounder hit stuff, but there's so many times you could have hit stuff. There's so many times they could have attacked around this corner and stuff like that. It's frustrating. It really is. I won't even ask how they got the utility car. I'm assuming they killed the men while they were healing it or while they were decrewed and got it. But any case, this has been Greyshot17. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully on a better replay. Wait a second, before you guys go, I have a couple people I need to give a shout out to because they are so amazing, awesome, and just really supportive of my content. Those people include Milam, Ace, WhiteHotD, Josh, Folkvard, Javi, Jfoe, Joey, jrchicklis, Little Koosh, Mustaach, Onlyplayapples, Pyroshark, Streakingwookie, GTA, Jakub, Ocwieja, and Kevin Gao. Thank you guys so much for your incredible support. You guys are amazing. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.